In this video, we're going to write some HTML into the intro.html file. I'll click it on the left-hand side in brackets, and on the top title bar you'll see the intro.html is listed. What's listed to the left of it is the folder name that it's in. So this is a partial path to this file. The path being the entire folder and file name together. In this case, the folder name followed by a / followed by the file name. Okay, every HTML document starts with a doc type declaration. That's what this is. Just lets the browser know that this is an HTML file. There are other files besides the HTML file files that your browser serves up. HTML comes next. Just like a person, an HTML file has a head and it has a body, and just like a person, the head is above the body. Hope that's the case for you too. I'm going to go ahead and close the head so you can see what happens. The head and the closing head match each other, except for the closing tag has a / to differentiate between the opening and closing tag. As you probably saw, I don't really have to worry too much about the indents. Like, for example, if I want to type the body tag here and then I can hit enter, it automatically indents thinking I'm about to type some body content. If I'm just making a basic skeleton of a file and I want to close the body by typing /body, then as soon as I complete that closing tag, brackets redoes the indent so it's correct. Here I'm going to close the HTML file by typing /HTML, and again the indent is correct. Save, Command S to save, and now I have my first file. It's blank though. Let's add a couple more interesting things. Number one, I'm going to add the title tag. This shows up in the title bar of the browser. So introduction to HTML. This can be anything you want. And again, this has an opening title tag that gets the title started, and then a matching closing one. As you can see, brackets will help me match them. As I click, it does highlight so it understands where my matching tag is, which is a nice feature. The body, that's where everything we see in the web page lives. So I might say something like, hello and welcome. And that is all I'm going to do at this point. Command S to save. Now, how do we look at this thing? Well, let's take a look in Chrome. Let me switch back to my folder view and go to my, let's see, documents. Intro. It's showing up as a web page because it has the .html on the end. I'm going to right click or control click and open with and choose a browser of my choice. I'm going to choose Chrome here, and I'll try to stick to using Chrome throughout this course. If you're on Windows, you'll see a similar looking menu to choose your browser. Chrome opens, and I see two things. Number one is I see the title that I typed between the title tags up here in the tab, and number two, I see hello and welcome here. Continuing our example, back in brackets, if I decide I want this to be a very important large heading, I can say H1, hello and welcome, /H1. Save by typing Command S, and then in the Chrome browser, I can either say Command R or Control R on Windows, or I can click the refresh button and it will update. If I view the source in Chrome, which I can do either by right-clicking here and saying View Page Source, or I think it's Control-Shift-U or Command-Shift-U on the Mac or Windows. It will bring up what it thinks the source is, and unsurprisingly, it looks exactly like the source that I have typed. This is so Chrome is now just showing me the source code of my page exactly like brackets would, but I can't edit in here. Close that tab. So every time I make a change to my brackets, this is my first page. Close my P tag and save by Control S or Command S, depending on Windows or Mac. Switch over to my Chrome and either click the refresh button or Command R on Mac, Control R on Windows to refresh. It's the shortcut for refreshing. So this is a nice, quick, and easy way of looking at your document in the browser. There are many other ways to do this, and we'll talk about more workflows later, but this is a nice, easy one that you can use, and it will work on every browser, every time, every system you're on.